Back to the Big Catch Tournament Expert Division, hole number 3. Here we're going to play this as a 3-shot hole with EB for the Eagle. We're going to start with a rock and a P2 ball. Then we're going to play a cat second shot, and then EB for our third shot. With our rock and our P2 ball at P2 max rest, we're going to place the clear ring on the rough fairway line to the left, like you see there. Switch to our cat APOC bag. The spin set is 6 top spin, 2 left spin. The adjustment is P3 plus 5%, max numbers, no push up. One thing you're going to need to pay attention to is where you pull into this bunker with your adjustment here. So, if you do not pull one ring or more into the bunker, then you're going to need to pull back towards the tee 2+ yards. Now here, my yellow ring is almost completely in the bunker, so it's very close to one ring. So I did not pull back 2+ yards, but as you can see, when I play the drive, I did get a fast roll and a longer rollout. So if your yellow ring is not completely in the bunker, do yourself a favor, pull back 2+ yards. You can afford to be a little short on your drive. You don't want to catch a speed roll and end up in the rough, okay? So make sure that when you adjust, you have at least one ring into the bunker. In other words, your yellow ring should be all the way into the bunker, and if it is not, then you pull back 2+ yards towards the tee before you take your shot. Otherwise, you do risk catching a speed roll, rolling long, and rolling into the rough. One other thing that you want to pay attention to is make sure you do not overpower this drive. So it's full left curl, no overpower. And what I look for, so to make sure that I'm not overpowering the drive, is I look to see where my center line is cutting into this triangle here. Make sure that you're either here where you see it or further to the right a little bit, but make sure that you are no further to the left than what you see here with your center line. Because if you're further left, that means you're adding overpower to the drive, right? And if you overpower it, then you get the chance of catching that speed roll. So be careful. It's full left curl, no overpower. 6 top, 2 left, P3 plus 5% max. For our second shot, we're playing cat. It's recommended cat 6+, but I believe you can probably get away with a 5. It's not tested, but 6+ is tested. It's no adjustment as far as elevation goes. We're just going to line up with a certain starting position, and then we're going to be playing a full curl, full hook shot towards the green. I'll go over that in a second. So it's always 7.7 top spin, 2 left spin, and we're always going to line up the same way. And what I mean by line up is we're lining up with the rough fairway line on the corner of the rough right here. So right here, you want to stretch out and be even with that line where that rough meets the fairway on the corner right there. Stretch out, put your bullseye on that corner, split that line, and then from there, we're going to move rings according to whichever cat you have. And we're moving our rings at max rest. So if you have a cat 7, you're going to shift right 20 rings. If you have a cat 8, you'll shift right 23 rings. If you have a cat 5 or 6, you'll shift right 16 rings. So 16 rings with a 5, 6, 20 rings with a 7, 23 rings with an 8. Always going to be 7.7 top, 2 left. Always going to be full left curl. Always full overpower. Always full left hook. All right, and that's going to always put us into Endbringer range. The Endbringer plays the standard EB rule plus 20, no spin. The only thing that you really need to pay attention to on the Endbringer shot, make sure you pull straight. Make sure that you're not in a glitchy spot. And then have your ball guide at least a half a square through the hole when you're set up. Beyond that, it's been very consistent, very easy eagle, and yeah, about it. So, good luck. I hope you catch the eagle. Hope you don't have any issues, and we'll see you on the next hole.